This is talkSPORT Breakfast with Arnold Clark at the UK's best used car deals guaranteed. I'm Adrian Durham, in for breakfast.
Oh,
how about it? Just about waking up. Ray Parler, get your name right, alongside me. On the way for you this morning, we'll be joined by the man making all the headlines ahead of the Ashes, former England spinner Monty Panesar, rattled the cage of Aussie skipper Steve Smith, and two-time Ashes winner Steve Harmison will be with us shortly to react to the first two sessions of this series, currently taking tea. Forest and England legend Stuart Pearce will kick off the build-up to the return of the Premier League later, and the loudest Arsenal mouth on TV and radio, Piers Morgan, will no doubt tell us the Gunners have the title wrapped up already ahead of the North London derby. Let's talk about that. What's your favourite North London derby memory?
Do you know what, Aid? It's probably 1993 at Wembley.
Oh, the semi-final.
Semi-final. We were just talking about it. Two derbies tomorrow. The old Steel derby, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday. There was one semi-final, and Arsenal Tottenham was the other semi-final.
How crazy is that?
Mad, isn't it? I mean, crazy. And it was. I remember at the end of the game, because it was my first FA Cup as well. I was only about 19, 20. Just the experience to play at Wembley as well. I mean, you're playing against your rivals. It was a massive game. Tony Adams scored the only goal of the game. 1-0. Really tight game. Always is a tight game. You know, you don't get many games where you go there and you win 3 or 4-0. And one at White Hart Lane would have been obviously when we won the league there, the 2-2 draw. That was a special moment because to win the league at your rivals, we won it at Old Trafford as well, 2002. So, you know, those two will always stick in my mind. The 93 because it was my first one at Wembley. And it was such a big game, semi-final at the FA Cup to get to my first ever FA Cup final, and obviously the one where we won the league, definitely.
You won the league at White Hart Lane. They should make a song about it.
Why don't they?
The former Spurs midfielder Tom Huddleston joined breakfast yesterday, and he thinks Thomas Frank's men will leave the Emirates with all 3 points.
I do, to be fair. I had a look this morning, and I think Spurs are the best away record in the league. And second worst at home, which is a bit weird. So it might help them being away from home, even though the record at the Emirates isn't great. I'm coming out of an international break. Players travelling all over the world these days. You never know how long Arteta or Thomas Frank have had to prepare their players. So it might suit Tottenham being away from home.
Interesting stuff. Let's kick off the build-up with the former Spurs striker, the legend that is Clive Allen. How you doing, Clive?
How you doing, Clive?
I'm good, thank you, Adrian. Morning, Ray.
How are you, mate?
Good to see you. Good, thank you.
It's great to have you on, especially out of a North London derby. You did represent Arsenal for a very brief period, but we know you are Spurs. Is Tom Huddleston, is he right that away from home, we know the Spurs record is better, but is he right to be that confident that Spurs will get the 3 points on Sunday?
I think they've got a great chance. I think, as Ray knows, they're always fiercely fought games wherever the teams are in the league. But I just think Spurs have this confidence playing away from home. They've not lost. Obviously, Arsenal have not lost at home as well this season. So there's records there to be broken on Sunday, and I think it'll be a really fierce game.
Clive, what is the problem at the Tottenham Stadium? Why is their record so bad? Is it because teams go there and it's such a wonderful stadium and they get a lift?
Throwing a negative in.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not throwing a negative. I'm just really. It's really weird because you've got the support, you've got a great stadium, and you've got to try and make that as a fortress. And it's really weird that they've got a better away record than they have at home.
Yeah, it is. Perhaps it's the way that obviously Thomas sets us up. I don't know that there's any visiting player that wouldn't enjoy playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. It's an amazing facility. Players just seem to enjoy themselves there. So it's been a difficult task this season to find the form that we have away from home. I think away from home, we've looked very good defensively, which was very important to address from the start of the season. Thomas has certainly done that. And then we carry a threat, a little bit like Arsenal. We carry a threat at set pieces. So, is this going to be a set piece derby?
Well, when you mentioned set pieces, Gabriel is out for Arsenal. And I think you could easily argue he's been the best player in the Premier League so far this season. So it's obviously going to be a big miss for the Gunners. But how can Spurs capitalise on that, Clive?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big miss. He's been outstanding. There's no doubt in both penalty boxes, defensively fantastic. and carries such a threat in the opposition's penalty box. Arsenal, as we've seen, well drilled at set pieces. And I just wonder if that might just work in Tottenham's favour, his absence. First time, really. Obviously, they only got a point at Sunderland. The lads go away for the internationals. There's always a few what we would call strange results after international breaks. So I think it's swinging in Spurs' favour in respect of the opportunity that they will have on Sunday.
I think the midfield was always a very important area, central midfield, and Paulinho's come in and done really well for Spurs. Sarr probably playing there as well, wouldn't he, Clive? So that battle in there with Declan Rice and Zubimendi, I don't know who'll be playing in that central midfield area, but that's going to be key to probably the game as well.
Absolutely, Ray. I think, and the way Thomas has set them up, if he's got the two holding midfield players, Paulinho's been fantastic, Bentancur alongside him. I think we have that very, very good block of six, that resilience that you would need to go to the Emirates. And you're right, it's an area of the game that is going to be vital. If any team can dominate that area, I think you'll find that they'll come through at the end of the day.
I think Sarr might come back with an injury.
Oh, has he got an injury?
He might be fit. I think he's 50.
Because he missed. He played the last game, didn't he, Sarr?
Yeah,
central midfield area.
It's been a weird one, Sarr, Clive, because I think the Spurs fans want him in the lineup, but he's not always been in Thomas Frank's 11, has he?
No, I think Thomas made it very clear from the start of the season that obviously with the competitions that we're in, that he was going to juggle it around. He was going to dip into the depth and strength of the squad, and that certainly has been the case. Berval's absence has been a problem. Maddison long-term, Kulusevski long-term as well. So he's without a number of players, as is every Premier League manager. They'll all say the same thing, that they're missing 5 or 6 key players. But Sarr, he's really clearly juggling the players and their game time and using the squad, which I think you have to do to be competitive in all competitions.
Yeah, Solanke's been injured as well. It's been a problem. But Clive, listen, great to talk to you. Thank you very much.
Cheers, Clive.
Thanks, guys.
I was listening to driving back from Peterborough, hammering Stockport 3-0.
Great result, by
knocking them off the top of the table. I was driving back last night, listening to the Sports Bar. That shambles, Jamie O'Hara. he was actually referring to Spurs as European champions. I mean, he's got some front. It was incredible.
Yeah. What can I say? Dino come out with the best one ever once. Because Dean Saunders was manager at Wolves, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And he played. And he said, Ray, you was always quite mobile in that midfield. And I went, I had Jamie O'Hara. And he went, I thought he was carrying a piano at times. No, I love Jamie. He's a good lad. So, but he loves all the banter.
Very good.
He's good at him and Jason.
It's a muscle.
They love it when it all goes wrong for the English clubs.
Absolutely, yeah.
That makes their show, obviously.
Yeah,
especially when it's Spurs or Chelsea.
But they did it when Scotland won the other night. They did it for the Danes. It was superb. Coming up, it's currently tea down under Australia, 15 for 1 They're taking it steady after England were all out for 172. Two-time Ashes winner Steve Harmison will bring us his reaction very shortly.